Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be checking out the Aquanano 40 Aquascape that we set up 2 months ago. Yep, 2 months have gone by already since we did that video, it's crazy. And we're going to be checking out the progress of the aquarium and talking about what we've been doing maintenance wise and how easy it is to actually keep the aquarium looking at its best. So we will flip the camera around and check it out. Just before I do, I just want to quickly say thank you to everyone, each and every one of you who supported us this last year throughout 2020. It's been a crazy year, to say the least, and we couldn't have done it and still be here today without all of your help and support, so thank you very much for that. We wish you a happy new year. Hopefully 2021 is going to be better than the last one. I hope all you guys are staying safe and well. Let's check out this tank. So this aquarium was set up, like I say, 2 months ago. The plants are all doing really well. The scape's doing really well in general. There's very little algae. And it's all doing very, very well. So a quick breakdown for any new viewers that don't know this aquarium or haven't seen it, seeing this for the first time. This is a aquaone Aquanano 40. It's a 55 litre aquarium in total. It's got built-in rear filtration, which is really handy because you can actually increase the filtering capacity of the aquarium. We actually decided this was a rescape, so we left the old gravel that was already inside the aquarium, as it was quite large. It's quite a large size grain. And so that actually helped to increase the depth of the substrate straight away. And then we simply just used some of the repurposed mixed sand and soil from other aquariums, as you can see here. The hardscape in this aquarium is predominantly dragonstone rock. And then we've got a couple of branches that we just picked off from little bits of azalea root just to add for finishing detail, which looks really quite nice in our opinion. The plants, we've kept it really, really straightforward and simple. There's Cryptocorae Wendetii brown all around. There's quite a lot in the background, the foreground, and then there's a couple of plants planted in between the rocks there. In between the crevices, we've got Java fern, which is growing out really nicely now. But with Java fern, you've got to be careful. With this scape, with it being quite a small aquarium, we are going to keep it well maintained and trim it back quite vigorously, just because we don't want it to get out of control and grow wild in this aquarium. And then just near the back of the escape there, we've got some Anubias nana and Anubias bonsai as well. And at the top of the aquarium, or hardscape should I say, is the Bucephalandra. Maintaining this aquarium is really straightforward. We do a 10% water change once every week, which is simply just 5-6 litres out and then back in. The pH of this aquarium is about 7.5, 7.6. We keep the pH maintained at that level because we actually introduce buffers into our water just before we introduce it. The dragonstone rock is inert, so that means that it won't alter the pH of the aquarium water. And naturally, our pH from the tap is very low. It's very acidic, it's very soft, extremely low GH, extremely low KH, and so we have quite a large vat in the back of the shop in which we fill and then we add buffer just to raise it up to a balanced 7.4. We introduce liquid carbon and also an all-in-one complete fertilizer by Prodibio. This is a low-tech aquarium, planted aquarium, so there's very low levels of light. There's not particularly a high wattage light on this aquarium. I think it's 15 watts, the LED. There is no injected CO2. As I say, we use the Prodibio carbon liquid. This is applied into the aquarium every 3 days, 2 to 3 days. And then we do the all-in-one BioVert Prodibio fertilizer once a week currently, but we may have to increase that to twice a week depending on the plant growth. As the plants grow quicker and the plants grow more, of course they're going to increase the uptake of nutrients from the water, and so sometimes we may have to increase the amount of fertilizer that we're adding in. As I said before, the scape is doing really well. Algae-wise, there isn't a single speck of algae on any of the rockwork, and that's probably attributed to the plants growing so well. It's just really balanced the aquarium nicely. The glass is cleaned once every 2 weeks at the moment, just to keep any little bits of biofilm off the glass. The rock has not been cleaned or doesn't need to be maintained yet. We are expecting little bits of diatom algae to start to grow on there, but it seems to be kept pretty clean. We do have about 10 to 20 small Neocaridina orange shrimps in here, which are doing a fantastic job, and we've also got a couple of Amano shrimps, which by far are the best algae eaters in our opinion. And then you've probably seen dashing around, we've got some Dumbo male and female guppies. These have been breeding for us already, and that's why you can see the fry box just in the back right hand corner there. We've got some red root floating plants in here, and there's about 16 fry up to now. There's also some more fry in here that we've not been able to catch, but they're doing really well, and the parents seem to be pretty well. Filtration wise, it's very straightforward. We have filter floss in the back chamber as a pre-filter. That catches any sediment from the water. Going through into the next chamber, we then have the C3 nitrate removal resin. This keeps our nitrates low, but then also absorbs any tannins or coloration from the water. And so you can see that this water is crystal clear, gin clear. And that is all because of the C3 nitrate resin. It's a fantastic product because we simply take it out from the filtration once every 2 to 3 months. We will place it into salt solution overnight or for 12 hours, and then simply remove it, give it a quick rinse under the tap, and then place back into the filter. We then have some larger black sponges. Some Cerasiparax, which is sintered glass media just for biological. And then we have a little heater, and then the pump that pumps the water back into the aquarium. Overall, we're happy with the scape. I don't think there's many things that we want to do with this scape now. Maybe add a couple more guppies, a couple of different colours, if we can find some more different colourful Dumbo females, perhaps. We are going to trim the moss pretty soon. As you can see, the moss is growing quite tall. And it looks really nice and natural, but we don't want it to look messy. So I'll probably do a maintenance video very soon on this, just to show you what we do, if you're interested in that. You can see the cryptocorines are growing out really nicely and spreading across the foreground. We'll just keep letting them do their thing, as we'd like to get it really nice and bushy eventually. You can see the ones in the background have started to really fill in that space nicely, and that's what we want to achieve. The Anubias are always a slower growing plant, but they're doing exceptionally well. There is new growth. And eventually we'd like them to fill in the gaps there, just so the rock looks even more natural and almost like a single piece. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or queries, feel free to drop us a comment below and we'll do our best to answer it. If you like this sort of content, feel free to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll catch you in the next one.